Yo, what's good, man? This your boy Casey for Air with the Casey for Air Wrestling Takes here to give you my honest review about yesterday's, because it's morning time now. Yesterday's episode of Dynamite. Y'all, yesterday's episode was great all around. I love everything that went down, even from the weakest thing on the show. And I think the weakest thing on the show was Hangman Page versus Cabana. But man, listen, everything from what I've seen, I'm liking it as we get closer and closer to full gear. This show, what won the show for me is right here, the main. I think this wasn't the main event, but this segment between these two clowns that you're looking at right here, oh my goodness. These fools might get an Emmy for that performance right there. They was acting a fool. They went in. They was great. Look, I'm gonna get to them in a minute, but like overall, I enjoyed this show. This show was great. Like I said, we got the competitors going into the semi round. We got all four matches. We opened the show up with Warlow versus Jungle Boy. This was a great opener. Warlow, Jungle Boy have great chemistry. It also has me wondering what's about to pop off with MJF and Warlow, because Warlow is on his way to possibly, quote unquote, maybe challenging for the AEW title, because that's what that tournament match was about. They go at it. They did what they had to do. Warlow wins. No interference from nobody. He puts like I said, him and Jungle Boy, they did some crazy stuff in this match. They did what they had to do. Match was great in my opinion. Warlow gets the victory, as I actually thought Jungle Boy would win, but they said no, we're gonna go with Warlow. So Big Man won. He got the victory. So then let's see, did we get a promo or did we go right into the next match? If I'm not mistaken, because it was so much stuff going on the show, man. I'm telling you, it was like so many things was happening. Like they was telling us what's about to pop off. Um, Moxley cut a promo responding to what Eddie Kingston and them did last week. The fact that Eddie Kingston got the whole squad together. Miss Allie is finally back with her husband. Like I said, everything is all going good. But this match that took place, the second match, the second qualification match, which was the brothers going at it. The brothers, the Lucha Bros. This was the best match on the freaking show. Them boys killed it, man. Them boys killed it. They killed each other, man. And I thought Pentagon was gonna get this match. He dang near tried to break his brother's arm, but Ray Phoenix pulled the upset, and their brothership is iffy right now because they didn't want to shake each other's hand. One of them walked off. And you had Kingston out there talking all this stuff, talking about he can't wait to beat the brakes off of Moxley and all this. And because they have an I Quit match going into full gear, which I think that match is going to be very brutal. Um, man, so like I said, that match was great. You had the best friends basically explaining what happened with Kip Sabian's video game machine, his arcade machine getting broken up by Trenton. Now, they said, well, what they did to Proud and Powerful, that was on purpose. But what happened to the video game machine, that was an accident. But Miro and them went going. So they get ready to have some kind of wild, crazy match coming up. Like I said, they cut their little promo on them. We get the next match now. We were supposed to get Kenny Omega versus Joey Janella, but Joey Janella has a independent wrestling scene going on, and they had an event take place where a whole lot of cats came down with COVID. Well, he didn't catch it, but because he was by so many people who had COVID, he stayed back in quarantine. Well, his partner, who is Sonny Kiss, who is a black man, who is gay, a lot of people personally don't like that man, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. Listen, Sonny Kiss is not my cup of tea. He's not. But I'm not fin to hate on the man because of the lifestyle he lives or what he looks like. People was in their feelings because of how this match was. This match wasn't even a match. This match was over 30 seconds. Kenny Omega came out. He had two ladies come out there sweeping with broomsticks. So Kenny Omega is surely but surely getting ready to turn into the heel persona known as the Cleaner. And the match was over in 30 seconds. And a lot of people was talking about the botch that happened in the match. Not Omega. Sonny Kiss didn't even he oversold the move that Kenny was supposed to do, but he did it before he even hit him. It was like he was supposed to kick him in the face, and he oversold it without even getting hit. Well, people online are saying that Kenny Omega and them is racist and homophobic because the match wasn't even a match. Listen, fams, listen. No. Listen, Sonny Kiss, some people like him. Some people love all that flamboyant stuff. Look, that's not my cup of tea. I'm sure the man can do a little thing. He can do something here and there. I've seen some things by that man. I've seen it. But he's just not my cup of tea. I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to bash nobody. I'm not here to get anybody in the certain community all upset. But that match, that was perfect. That was perfect because Sonny Kiss wasn't even supposed to be in that match. It was supposed to be Joey Janella. And people in the social media era and the social justice board, everybody, they furious, they mad as heck. I'm like, what y'all getting upset about, man? I'm like, listen, yeah, AEW need to work on getting us booking the talent that look like me better. Yes, I'm not stupid. I see when I see us on the show, I automatically think we're losing. Let's just be because they haven't given me no type of encouragement to think that when you see us, we gonna dominate. Nah, Sky don't count. Private Party don't count either, and Swole don't count either. I'm talking about like being presented in a positive light, being pushed right, and knowing that okay, like I want to get behind this person. You know what I'm saying? But Sonny Kiss, no, and the right man won, which was Kenny Omega. We already knew that. Got the match over with, did what he had to do. So like I said, Moxley cut a promo talking about him, talking about Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston cut a promo responding to him. I told y'all what went down because I explained that match. So right after that, we get the next qualification match, which was Colt Cabana versus Hangman Page. Now, I personally think this was the weakest match on the show. It was a good match, but I still think this was the weakest match on the show because even though Kenny Omega versus Sonny Kiss wasn't even a match, they did what they had to do. It was a squash match, but they let you know that Kenny Omega is serious. They getting ready to push Kenny Omega to the moon, and we're gonna see how that turn out. But you had Evil Uno come out there because Evil Uno is the only one that's still tight. Oh, my bad. Before the match even started, you had I think Alex. Alex was talking with Colt Cabana and John Sally and the other guy that's a part of Dark Order. They both always talk about how they finna get all the titles in Dark Order and all this crazy stuff. But you know that ain't happening. Colt Cabana comes out there, does a couple of that little move he does moveset. Hangman Page basically handled the business, got it over with. I think the match was maybe about 10 minutes. So after the match, the frontmen minions of the Dark Order come out. No Brody Lee, but they all came out to check on Colt Cabana. I don't know where this is going. For somebody who been quote unquote hanging out with the Dark Order, how the clown is this fool not a part of the Dark Order when he's been quote unquote hanging out with them for over 3 or 4 months so far? This storyline's been going on for a long time, and I'm not sure exactly where it's going. Maybe Brody's about to beat the snot out of him, and we're gonna get a match between Colt Cabana and Brody Lee at All Out. In full gear. I don't know where they're going. I don't know. But Hangman moves on, so there you have it. The main events for next week. We got Hangman versus Warlow, and we got Ray Phoenix versus Kenny Omega, and whoever wins will meet up at Full Gear to determine who will face whoever's the AEW champion after the I Quit match between Eddie Kingston and John Moxley. So after that, we get the ladies. We get Britt Baker versus Kellen King, I think that's her name. Match was pretty decent. I'm going to give Britt the benefit of the doubt because, like I said, she's coming off this injury. And I see she is improving in the ring. I still think she needs to get a little bit better. But overall, this match was pretty good. Did what they had to do. This young up and coming young lady, I don't know who she is. I think she's been on Dark because obviously they said put the record up there. So she's 0-11, so now she's 0-12 now. Like I said, Britt letting you know she the baddest female on the show. Listen, I don't disrespect women. I'm not gonna call them what she's calling herself. She run around calling herself the baddest female dog. I'm not gonna call her that because that's just disrespectful to women. I don't disrespect women. I'm not gonna call her what she's calling herself, but She's saying she's the baddest female on the show. She handled the business. She did what she had to do. I personally think whatever happens between Sheeta and Nyla Rose, Britt Baker will be your next AEW Women's Champion. You'd have heard it here first from me. Whether that's at Full Gear, after Full Gear, I'm telling you, Sheeta not walking out of Full Gear with that title. Regardless of what happens, who she faces, Sheeta's not walking out with that title. I'm just trying to tell y'all that right now, so you can book that. After that, we get the segment of the night. These clowns right here, these buffoons that you're looking at, Jericho, MJF, LaDenna, Dabinair. This segment right here, y'all. Listen, this was straight out of a Dean Martin / Frank Sinatra scene. I'm telling you, they sitting up here outdoing each other with the promos, talking about I want it well done, I want my steak well done. No, I want it medium rare. Talking to the young lady, I think her name was Velma. MJF running around here calling her Thelma, just being goofy. Jericho sipping on a little bit of the bubbly, MJF drinking on the wine. They clowning, they cutting up. So after she goes away to try to come up with their orders, these two clowns turn into Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and start singing. And I said, look, this is like a sketch straight out of Saturday Night Live / Mad TV. That stuff was hysterical. I said, these two right here, boy. I said, man, this right here, this done won tonight. They killed it. They did what they had to do. I'm like, man, I don't even know where we going with this. Man, they keeping you on the edge of your seat. These two, they brought the house down, man. This segment was amazing. I'm telling you, it was great. I loved it, man. MJF, ChrisJericho, you can't ask for nothing greater than that. They didn't won segment of the year when it comes to all wrestling. I don't care what the clown going on in WWE. I don't care what the clown going on NXT, Impact. I don't care. This is the segment of the year. Hands down with them. They might mess around and get a Tony for this. They might get an Emmy for this. Man, congratulations to these boys. They did what they had to do. Next, we get to the main event. I believe the main event is next. Fatal 4-way to determine who is going against FTR at Full Gear. Young Bucks, Private Party, Butcher and the Blade, and then Dark Order boys Alex and John Sally. Main event was good. Do I feel like we rushing FTR versus Young Bucks? In a way, but I feel they personally think this is the right way to go. I personally felt if we could get past this Corona stuff, where we can get more fans in attendance, because I know they wanted to do this in front of full capacity. Now, from what I'm hearing, Full Gear is going to be able to have up to 1,000 people. They feel like they're doing the right thing, but by all means, do it. This match was great. You had cats doing moves all over the place. They made you think Dark Order was going to win this match because John Sally was out there doing everything. Private Party was running the show as they always do. Marquand, Isaiah. Butcher and the Blade was handling their business. They all over the place. And then, like I said, the Young Bucks letting you know we ain't going nowhere. Young Bucks got the victory. It was basically Isaiah, and I don't know if it was Nick. And forgive me, y'all. I get Nick and Matt mixed up, and they're not twins. I don't know why. I don't know who was pinning Isaiah. I don't know if that was Nick or Matt. Isaiah had him like he was getting ready to pin. He was shaking like, I got this. And then one of the Young Bucks, whoever that was that he had pinned, flipped him over. He got the pin. 1, 2, 3. We're getting Young Bucks versus FTR for the AEW Tag Team titles at Full Gear. Well, now this whole time I was so engulfed in the match, I wasn't even really paying attention that FTR was sitting right there on commentary. I forgot they was on commentary. I was so engulfed with the match because the match was that good. And you know I hate big man, multi-man tag teams. I hate it. I hate when you got to have a gazillion folk. But the fact that this was a fatal 4-way tag team, where it was basically every tag team member for themselves, that's what made the match good. You know what I'm saying? In the little short amount of time that they had, the match was great. So after that, the FTR get in the ring, and they got they little beers, and they like toast, and it's almost like they want to kind of show them a sign of respect. But the Young Bucks kick the beers out their hand. Meanwhile, some fool with a mask on and a cap on hops in the ring, and he got a chair. I said, man, is that Tully? Yeah, that was Tully. They started beating the brakes off of him and everything, and one of the members, they had put his leg in the chair, and one of the members of FTR jumped off the rope and quote unquote broke his ankle or whatever. So I don't know if this is a storyline or whatever, but we gonna see where this goes. And I can't forget about this segment. So we know next week Cody is going against Orange Cassidy for the TNT Championship because the match won 20 minutes and nobody won. Well, it's now going to be a lumberjack match. Now check this out. We had Taz, Cage, and Ricky Starks cut a promo against Darby Allin. And this is telling me right now that whoever wins between those two will face whoever wins between Cody and Orange Cassidy at Full Gear. Darby Allin cut a promo or somewhat with that clown Steve. I'm like, man, is this Jack? Is this Jack A? This is Jack Butt, man. I said he put himself in a body bag and rolled down the doggone skate ramp. I said it's just silly as heck, but he said he gonna get that TNT championship because he said he gonna get the TNT championship at Full Gear regardless what happens or whatever. So AEW is setting the stories up. They're getting you ready for Full Gear. I'm excited for Full Gear. I'm excited for what they're doing. AEW is the best wrestling show on TV today. Don't ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't want to hear nobody tell me otherwise. Don't tell me nothing about SmackDown. Don't tell me nothing about Raw. Don't even tell me about NXT. This is what you call a wrestling show. I appreciate everything that Tony Khan is doing. Shout out to them. This your boy Casey Field with the Casey Field Wrestling Takes. Y'all tell me in the comment section what y'all thought about the show tonight. This was a phenomenal show, and I'm out.